What's new on AWS third week of July 2023? Amazon FSx for NetApp ONTAP updates. ONTAP feature that gives you the power to create volumes that provide the warm functionality. Snaplock volumes prevents modification or deletion of files within a specific retention period and can be used to meet regulatory requirements and to protect business critical data from ransomware attacks and other malicious attempts at alteration or deletion. AWS Lambda detects and stops recursive loops in the Lambda functions. You can invoke Lambda functions in multiple ways. AWS service generates the events that invoke Lambda functions, and Lambda functions can send messages to other AWS services. In most architectures, the service that invokes a Lambda function should be different from the service that the Lambda function outputs to. Because of misconfiguration or coding bugs, a function can send a processed event to the same service or resource that invokes the Lambda function, causing a recursive loop. Lambda now detects the function running in the recursive loop between the supported services after exceeding 16 invocations. It returns a recursive invocation exception to the caller. There is no additional charge for this specific feature. Amazon CloudFront supports 3072-bit RSA certificates. Prior to this update, CloudFront customers could only use RSA certificates with 1024-bit or 2048-bit strength or an ECDSA P256 certificate. ECDSA P256 certificates provide greater security than 1024-bit or 2048-bit RSA certificates, yet they might not be supported by legacy clients and devices. With the introduction of 3072-bit RSA certificates, customers can now achieve the same security level in the CloudFront previously exclusive to ECDSA P256 certificates. Running GitHub Actions with AWS Code Build. You can now define GitHub Actions steps directly in the build spec and run them alongside code build commands. Amazon DynamoDB local version 2.0. With the downloadable version of Amazon DynamoDB, you can develop and test the applications without accessing DynamoDB web service. Instead, the database is self-contained in your computer. When you're ready to deploy your application in the production, you can remove the local endpoint in code and then it points to the DynamoDB web service. The new 2.0 version allows Java developers to use DynamoDB local to work with Spring Boot 3 and frameworks such as Spring Framework 6 and Micronaut Framework 4 to build modernized, simplified, and lightweight cloud native applications. Carpenter now supports Windows Container. Carpenter is an open source, flexible, high performance Kubernetes node provisioning and management solution that you can use to quickly scale Amazon ECS clusters. With the launch of the version 0.29.0, Carpenter extends the automated node provisioning support to Windows containers running on EKS. AWS Glue Crawlers now supports Apache Hudi tables. To query the data in Apache Hudi tables, previously Amazon Athena users had to manually create a table within the Glue data catalog and update the partition changes to ensure the query results were current. With this launch, users can automatically register Apache Hudi tables into the Glue catalog by running the Glue crawler. Glue crawler now support partition and non-partitioned copy on write and merge on read Hudi tables. Users can then query Glue catalog Hudi tables across various analytic services and apply lake formation fine-grained permissions. With Glue crawlers, users can also migrate the data from other Hudi catalogs to Glue catalog.